Well, I'm excited to hear number 67, Mitchell Lewandowski. So, being from Clarkson, Michigan, did you first hear about the Toledo Walleye?
I think just being close. I'm only an hour and a half away, so being close I knew about the Walleye a few years ago, and I actually knew Hawkins growing up, so I knew he played here. When I was making the jump to this league, I kind of gave it, I wanted to come here, and then I ended up going to Orlando first, and then it made my way here.
Way back in 2011-12, you played on the U13 Honeybait team with one of your current teammates. Do you remember who that was?
With my current teammate now, I played with Messina on Caesars. Current teammate? You got a hint for me?
He did his interview with me today.
Okay. Was it Messina? Okay. Yep.
Can you share any good stories or memories of playing with Dalton?
Yeah, we went, we were young. It was called the Brick Tournament, and we were on Little Caesars. So Little Caesars is owned by the Red Wings, so we went and wore the Red Wing jerseys and participated as the Red Wings. And yeah, that was a great memory. We went to West Edmonton Mall, and it was awesome.
Did he have a beard ring with 13?
I'll have to look back at pictures, but I mean, now I would like to say yes. Just by seeing him now, he's got a lot of facial hair, so yeah, he probably had a little something back then.
You were number 9 in college. Why did you play 67 here in Toledo?
I wore 17 and 71 always growing up, and then once I got to college, both of those numbers were taken, so I needed to start fresh, so that's where 9 came from. And then when I turned pro, it was like, all right, everyone was taken, so I just kind of wanted to pick a fresh number. I kept the 7 and 67.
After playing 4 years at Michigan State, you went to play in Tucson. How was the playing in the AHL different? Like, you can tell me, like, your travel, the weather, and speed of the game. How did it all change?
Well, right away when I got there, I went from wearing pants, hoodie, and a jacket to shorts and a t-shirt and walking to the rink every day. So that was pretty cool getting to experience that. Junior hockey, I played in Chicago, and college was in Michigan State, so I never really left the Midwest to play. So it was really cool out there. A lot of the sun was nice, the guys were cool, and just making the jump to that league was pretty cool.
In 2022-23 season, you were set to play in Orlando. What would it be like spending the entire winter in Florida with no snow?
That would have been pretty nice, huh? That was kind of part of my thinking when I was deciding where to go. Obviously, that would have been a nice spot to spend, but just the way it worked out, I ended up getting injured and sitting out that season. But, and then I ended up here, so it all happened for a reason.
Last season, you were called up to the Monsters for a couple of weeks. Can you share what the process was like getting called up there?
Yeah, it was after a crazy week here. We went to South Carolina, and then Greenville, and then Atlanta, and then we hit Cincy, and then we got home on Thursday, and I ended up getting the call Thursday night to go up. And my parents came down and drove me in the morning, and yeah, it was great. Cleveland was a great city. I didn't know much about it. It was a lot of fun. Just making the jump. I knew a few guys on the team I previously played with, so it was a lot of fun.
How did you said you found out when you got back home from the road trip. How was that just crazy? You're like, I didn't ever think I was going to get up to this level.
Well, yeah, I was sitting there on my couch just watching TV, and Coach Mickish called me, and I'm not going to lie, I was a little nervous that he was calling me at 7 o'clock at night. They didn't know, he's never called me at that time before. But yeah, he told me, Cleveland was going to call me up and I was going to play tomorrow. So it was a really cool phone call, and obviously very surprised.
What do you do yourself here in Toledo when you get called up?
It's just it's a good feeling, and I think all the guys are happy for anyone that gets called up. We just saw Bantle get called up. We're really happy for anyone that does, and it's a true testament to the team here. And any guy here we think can get called up, and you're just happy for them when it happens.
Do you you guys like just walk your apartments and then you go up there, or how does it like all?
We go. So once we get there, they'll just kind of put us up in a hotel, and then if you end up staying with the team, they might put you in an apartment. But I was in the hotel, both of my times.
In the second full year of pro hockey, you are now averaging almost a point per game. Now you now have 100 total pro points in 225 games. How do you think your career is going so far?
Obviously happy with it. A lot of my teammates helped me do that for sure. I mean, Sawchuk and Doucette last year were a lot of fun to play with, and we did well. And this year has kind of been back and forth, but now with Hawk and Bliss, those guys are great players, and anyone you're playing with on this team's a good player. And we saw that with the depth tonight, I think, and it was just those guys helped me along the way. But yeah, I've been loving it so far.
Thank you, Louie.
You're welcome. Thank you, bud.